Assalamu alaikum. Today I am going to show you how to make Kashmiri fish and tomato curry or Ruwangun to Gaadè. Kashmiri fish is very hot, versatile and appetizing. The fish in Kashmiri cuisine is cooked in a very different and special way. Fish is crisp fried and then cooked in gravy to lend a very delicate and melt in mouth texture, and tomatoes and chilies lend a gorgeous lush red color. I will show a very detailed video how we make fish in Kashmiri style at different stages. Moreover, I'll be leaving a link of my Kashmiri and Urdu channel. Do check them out. I upload videos there also. So let's get started. So first thing is we'll start with fish. I have taken 1.5 kilograms of fish that's descaled and cleaned, and salt 1 tablespoon and 1 tablespoon of turmeric powder, and I'm taking ginger garlic paste that's around 1 tablespoon. It's optional, but if you use it, it helps to mask the smell of fish. You can skip it because outside Kashmir we get different kind of fish, so this helps to mask that smell of fish. So first we'll start with marination of fish in salt and turmeric and ginger garlic paste. For that, in ginger garlic paste I am mixing salt and turmeric powder, so I'll mix them properly. So here again I would like to mention ginger garlic paste is optional, you can skip it. And then we have to rub it on fish pieces. We have to make sure we are rubbing it on all the fish pieces, and then we will keep it for marination minimum 4 to 5 hours or overnight. So I will cover it and keep it in fridge for 5 to 6 hours. Now the second step is that I'll show you how to make tomato gravy. For making tomato gravy, I have taken 1 kilogram of tomatoes, or you can take more also, depends on you, and 8 to 10 garlic cloves that I have crushed, 1 teaspoon of garam masala, 1 teaspoon of ginger powder, 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, 2 teaspoons of Kashmiri chili powder, 2 teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon of fennel seed powder, and whole spices that include cinnamon sticks, cloves, and 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds. And then I have taken 3 black cardamoms, 7 to 8 green cardamoms, and oil. Here I'll be taking 2 tablespoons. We have to be generous with oil and spices for fish, because fish cooks best in good amount of spices and oil. Blended these tomatoes. You can take them, you can chop and use them, but I prefer blending, so it depends on you. And now we will be making tomato gravy. So for that I have heated up 2 tablespoons of oil, and I'll be adding whole spices, cumin seeds, cinnamon, cloves, black cardamom, green cardamom, and I'll saute them properly. I have added crushed garlic cloves, and then I'll be adding the blended tomatoes to it, and we will cook it. Mix and let it cook on medium heat for around 15 to 20 minutes. We'll keep checking in between. So I'll cover it and let it cook. So here after 15-20 minutes I'll check, and then I'll add salt. I have not added salt yet, and again we will let it cook till all the water is absorbed and oil is visible on the surface. After again 15 minutes, here you can see the water is completely absorbed and oil is also visible. So at this stage we'll be adding other spices, fennel seed, garam masala, coriander powder, and ginger powder. We'll mix it, and turmeric powder also, and chili powder. We'll mix the spices properly and let it cook for 5 more minutes till spices are also fried properly and mixed properly with tomatoes. Now here the tomatoes are completely dry and oil is also visible, so at this stage I'll turn off the flame for tomatoes, and now we will move back to our fish. And now we will fry the fish that was in marination. Now for frying the fish, I have taken good amount of oil in a pan. We have to be generous with oil, and I'm adding 4 to 5 pieces of fish at a time, so we don't have to overcrowd the pan. And whenever you are frying something, just make sure you keep a gap of 5 seconds after adding one piece, then another, so that way the temperature of oil remains constant. So first I had kept high heat, high flame. Now I'll be keeping medium flame, and we have to fry them on medium flame, and we need to be patient with frying the fish. A lot of people keep asking me which kind of fish we can use outside Kashmir. You can use a rohu fish or Indian measure carp fish, or katla fish is also good for Kashmiri type curry. If anyone has a suggestion for any other fish type we can use for Kashmiri type cooking, please write in comment so that it will help our viewers. We need to be careful with flipping the fish also so that it doesn't break. It takes a good amount of time and patience for frying the fish. So here you can see it's fried properly. Now I'll take it out. Now I'll take out all the fish pieces, and then I'll add another batch of fish to the hot oil for frying. Here again I would like to mention the flame should be medium because we have to fry them properly. So here is the fried fish, all the fried fish. Here you can see how deep fried it is. Now moving to the last stage, it's layering and making the final gravy for fish. For making the final curry, I'll be using 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, ginger powder 1 teaspoon, garam masala 2 teaspoons, salt 2 teaspoons, fennel seed powder 2 teaspoons, coriander powder 2 teaspoons, and a cup of Kashmiri chili powder. Yeah, these give a very good color and they are not very hot, and for Kashmiri fish it has to be hot. And 2 teaspoons of Kashmiri spice cake or burr, and 8 to 10 crushed garlic cloves, and whole spices in 2 to 3 cinnamon sticks, 8 to 10 cloves, 10 green cardamoms, 1 tablespoon of shahi zira or black cumin seeds, 3 black cardamoms, and I have taken a pinch of carom seeds or ajwain. It's optional, but it gives good taste. You can skip it. Then oil, we have to be generous with oil and spices for fish, and fish is best cooked in mustard oil, but I have taken refined oil. I have heated up oil in a pan, and I'll be adding whole spices. Oil I have taken around more than half a cup, and then I'll be adding garlic and spice cake also. We'll saute them, and then we will be adding chili powder, and we have to keep water handy so that the chili powder doesn't burn, and this lends a red gorgeous color. Adding just a few tablespoons of water so that chili powder doesn't burn, and then we'll be adding other spices: turmeric powder, fennel seed powder, garam masala, coriander powder, and then I'll be adding 1.5 glass of water. That will be in which fish will get cooked. Fish and tomatoes will get cooked. As I have already mentioned, I'm using Kashmiri chili powder, so it's not very hot, but it gives a very good red color. And Kashmiri fish is hot in taste, so you can adjust according to your taste. I'm keeping high flame and I'll let this boil. So once it starts to boil, we will be adding tomato gravy that we have already cooked. So I'll be adding that to it. Give it a good mix, and then at this stage you can check salt also. Then we will be adding fried fish to it. So I'll be adding fish pieces one by one so that it doesn't break. And this gravy should cover all the fish pieces so that they will get cooked. Fish should get the taste of this gravy. I'll stir it very delicately so that it doesn't touch the fish pieces and it doesn't break. And now I'll be keeping medium flame. I'll cover it and let it cook till it's dry. We don't have to keep a lot of gravy. We have to keep very less gravy in it. After half an hour on low to medium flame, so I'll open it, and here you can see it's very less gravy is left and oil is also on the surface. So the little bit gravy that's left, that will get absorbed by the fish when it cools down, because in Kashmir we eat fish cold, we don't serve hot fish. Now at this stage I'll turn off the flame and we will keep it for cooling for minimum 6 to 7 hours. We'll keep it at room temperature, or you can refrigerate it also, but I prefer room temperature. Now I will let it cool down. Now here you can see when it's cooled how it has turned. Gravy is also not much visible and oil also has mixed with the fish. So at this stage we'll serve it. We serve it with rice and it tastes amazing. Now I'll dish it out and it is irresistible. Give this recipe a try and let me know in comments how it turns. And I have already done a video on radish, tomato and fish curry. I'll be leaving a link in the description box. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.